Today, I will explain the movie called Avatar: The Way of Water, 2022. 99% of people watched my video but did not subscribe to my channel. Please support me because one movie takes one day to complete. This is very hard work. Okay, sit back and relax. At the beginning of the movie, we see Jake live a happy life with his family, along with his own wife and children. He had also adopted two others, the daughter of a dear friend who had passed away, and a human child who had been left behind on Pandora when the humans returned to Earth. Together, the children played and learned from Jake, who taught them important skills like how to shoot a bow and arrow and catch fish. But one fateful night, Jake and his wife spotted a shining white star in the sky. As it grew closer, they realized it was a human spaceship returning to their world. The fire from the spaceship set the jungle ablaze, killing many animals and causing destruction in its wake. The humans emerged from their massive robots and vehicles, crushing everything in their path. Jake and his wife could only weep at the devastation wrought upon their home. In the laboratory, we see a blue-skinned man who looks exactly like Jake and his family. He has escaped his restraints and is hurting those around him. We learn that he was once human, but after his death, humans gave him a new body using advanced technology so that he could live on Pandora. He looks like the people of the planet so that he can blend in and avoid detection. Many others have also been given these new bodies, as we see from the people standing around the Colonel. It is unclear when the humans will truly become human again, as Jake and his companions sabotaged the train carrying human weapons and food. They took to the skies on their flying creatures and attacked the humans' helicopters, stealing their supplies. The Colonel, enraged by the loss, planned to kill Jake, the leader of the shipwrecked people who lived in the jungle and had attacked the train. But his senior officer reminded him that every time they sent ships into Jake's jungle, the flying creatures always destroyed them. "You are our hope," the officer told the Colonel. "You can do something." With this in mind, the Colonel ventured into the jungle, where he came across Jake's children playing. As the humans approached, the Colonel alerted Jake, but before he could react, the Colonel captured a human. Jake's wife soon arrived and shot an arrow through the human's head, igniting a fierce battle between her and the Colonel. Jake's wife managed to save her other children, but the Colonel took Jake's son, the human-like child they had adopted, with him. Faced with this dire situation, Jake realized they had no choice but to leave the jungle in order to save their tribe. "I am the leader here, and the Colonel is after me," he told his wife. "I killed him when the humans first came here, and now that he's back in this new body, he wants to kill me. If we leave with our family, we can save the rest of our tribe. Our captured child will soon reveal our location, and the humans will come for us." Despite her hesitation, Jake's wife agreed to flee with their family. Meanwhile, the humans are torturing Jake's child, demanding to know the location of his home. The child remains brave and does not reveal anything. The Colonel visits him and tries to appeal to their shared humanity, offering the child his friendship. "I am your real father," the Colonel says. "Last time I came to this world, I left you behind on purpose. But now I have changed my mind and I want to take you back with me." The innocent child agrees, saying he will show the Colonel where he lives. Elsewhere, Jake and his family leave their tribe and take to the sky on their flying creatures, searching for a new place to call home. They come across a group of people living on water ships who are also from Pandora but have green skin. The water people mock Jake and his family at first, saying their tails are too thin and their arms are too weak. The leader of the water people tells Jake that they have no place in the water, but Jake insists that they will learn and need the water people's help to keep his family safe. Reluctantly, the leader agrees to let them stay. The next day, Jake's children are taken on a tour of their new home by the water children. Jake's son gets his hair tangled with a creature and is pulled into the water, causing everyone to laugh at him. The next day, some of the water children bully Jake's daughter, calling her crazy and misbehaving with her. Jake's other children come to her defense and fight the bullies. When Jake finds out, he scolds his son for fighting the leader's child. He makes his son apologize, but the leader's son is still angry and wants revenge. He tells Jake's son that he will take him to a good place, and leads him into the deep water, where a dangerous monster lies. He leaves Jake's son there and goes back, but the monster attacks Jake's son, trying to drown and eat him. Just as the situation seems dire, the biggest monster appears and kills the small monster. Meanwhile, Jake's son is struggling to breathe and loses consciousness. When he wakes up, he finds himself on top of the biggest monster, who saved his life but is now injured. Jake's son takes out some weapons and gives the monster a merciful death. They become friends and the monster leaves Jake's son with his family. When the green leader learns that his own son deliberately left Jake's son to die at the hands of the monster, he punishes his son. But Jake's son defends the leader's child, saying it was his own idea to go into the deep water. Seeing this, the leader's son is ashamed of his actions and becomes friends with Jake's son. Jake's son tells everyone about the big monster that saved his life, but no one believes him. The next day, he goes back to the big monster, and they play together. The colonel is still searching for Jake and receives information on where he might have gone with his family, but the information is not specific. He continues his search. The colonel has also taken control of some of the local flying creatures. He and his men set out to find Jake, and eventually come across an island. The people there say they have never seen anyone matching Jake's description. The colonel doesn't believe them and kills one of the creatures. His son tries to reason with him, saying the islanders are simple fishermen who don't know anything. The colonel reluctantly agrees, but still burns down their village. As they continue their search, they come across a water creature and attack it with chains, missiles, and an ultrasonic gun. The creature is unable to defend itself and is easily captured. The humans are delighted with their success and clap with shame. The colonel's son is heartbroken by the cruelty he witnesses. The humans take the creature back with them and drill a hole in its mouth to extract a yellow liquid, which has the ability to extend the lifespan of whoever drinks it. This liquid is worth a fortune on the market. The next day, the captives of the green people see the dying monster creature and blame Jake for bringing the humans to their land. The green leader decides to fight back against the humans. Meanwhile, Jake's son goes to meet the big monster again and finds it trapped by a device. The humans plan to kill the monster to extract more yellow liquid. Jake and the green leader realize their children are in danger and rush to save them. The children manage to remove the device from the giant monster, allowing it to fly away to safety. However, the humans are still chasing the children, firing at them. The green leader's daughter is in danger of being killed, but Jake's son saves her just in time. Cunning and ruthless colonel spotted them and quickly devised a plan to capture them. Using a large net, he managed to ensnare the unsuspecting children and drag them back to the ship. Meanwhile, the children's parents, including Jake, were frantically searching for their missing offspring. To their horror, they soon discovered that the colonel had taken their children and was holding them captive on his ship. Desperate to save their loved ones, the parents rushed to the ship, but the colonel had a plan. He told Jake that if he wanted to save the children, he would have to come alone and face the consequences. Without hesitation, Jake bravely stepped forward and boarded the ship, determined to do whatever it took to save his children. But just as he was about to confront the colonel, a massive creature emerged from the depths of the ocean and climbed aboard the ship. With its enormous hands and a large stick, the creature began to attack the humans on board, wreaking havoc and destruction. Seeing an opportunity, Jake and the other parents joined the fray, fighting alongside the creature to defeat the humans and save their children. In the midst of the chaos, Jake managed to free his children from the colonel's grasp, but not before one of his sons was killed. The loss was devastating, and Jake's wife could not contain her grief and despair. Despite their victory, the battle was not over. The colonel and his remaining followers regrouped and captured Jake's 2 remaining children, holding them hostage and threatening to kill them unless Jake surrendered. In a heart-wrenching moment, Jake was faced with the ultimate sacrifice: give up his life to save his children or watch them perish at the hands of the evil colonel. As Jake crept onto the ship, he quickly formulated a plan to take down the humans and save his family. With a single, silent blast, he ignited a fire that quickly spread throughout the ship, engulfing everything in its path. The humans, caught off guard, were unable to defend themselves as Jake's wife joined the fray, raining arrows down upon them with deadly precision. But the Colonel was not easily defeated. Seizing the opportunity, he grabbed Jake's daughter and held a knife to her throat, demanding that they surrender their weapons. Just as all hope seemed lost, Jake's wife appeared and turned the tables, holding a knife to the Colonel's son's neck. The Colonel was forced to let go of Jake's daughter, and a fierce hand-to-hand battle ensued between him and Jake. After a grueling fight, Jake finally emerged victorious, strangling the Colonel to death. But as the Colonel's lifeless body began to sink into the depths of the ocean, his son intervened, saving him from drowning. The Colonel begged his son to come with him, but the son, enraged by his father's actions, rejected him and joined Jake's family instead. Overwhelmed with emotion, Jake buried his fallen son in the ocean, remembering the joy he had felt when he held his newborn child in his arms. As the sun set on a new day, Jake's family came together, united in their love and determination to never let anything tear them apart again. This movie ends here. Thanks for watching.